Coming up on Fulton Today, county veterans get access to housing and other support services. We'll tell you how. And hear what young people have to say about crime, bullying, and gangs. Fulton Today is next.
From the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, you're watching Fulton Today with Shania Chavis.
Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. Housing and Human Services professionals extend a helping hand to the homeless veterans in the county. There are thousands of vets living on the streets in Atlanta, according to the most recent local count of the homeless population. FGTV's Annalise Baker has the story.
Shania, the county's housing professionals partnered with VA officials to help homeless veterans with hopes of getting them off the streets and living in a more stable environment. They fought in the Vietnam, the Gulf War, and the Iraqi War. To many, they are heroes, yet often when these soldiers come back, some don't have a place to stay for a host of reasons, and that causes them to end up living on the streets. A long-time standing program known as HUD-VASH is designed to end homelessness among veterans.
This is an important measure, not just for Atlanta VA, but all over the country to work towards the President's initiative along with Secretary Shinseki, which is to end homelessness by 2015 amongst veterans. And one of the ways that we are doing that is through the HUD-VASH program, which is the Housing Urban Development VA Supportive Housing Program. So what that means for us is we are tasked to partner with the local area housing authorities. Currently, we are working with 6 different housing authorities to work towards the measure.
The program helps vets who deal with mental illness and substance abuse, those who have been homeless for over a year and have not been dishonorably discharged from the service, who are single or married with children, and who are with or without employment. Candidates who qualify for the HUD-VASH program will get a housing voucher and, in some cases, utility and furniture assistance.
One of the success stories that I'm most proud of is a veteran who came to us who was disabled, single with a child, who came into the program in need of assistance as she worked towards a degree program, but had no housing at the time. So in her case, she was assisted by the VASH program by receiving a voucher. She located her housing and lived in VASH housing and accepting the case management for about 4 years. And this year she graduated from nursing school, so she no longer needs the program.
According to the City of Atlanta statistics, over 1,200 homeless veterans are living in the Atlanta area. Outreach initiatives at support facilities like the county's Jefferson Place can help a vet turn their life around.
One of the ways that they are provided the information is through street outreach, and all of that outreach does not come directly from Atlanta VA homeless program staff. We will absolutely have to partner with the community, such as Gateway Shelter, Salvation Army, ACS, Hope Atlanta, just to name a few, in order to reach more veterans. In those outreach efforts, as well as word of mouth, staff at the hospital pretty much are the ways that veterans reach us for services.
Veterans and their family members can contact the county's Office of Housing and Human Services to learn more about the HUD-VASH program. Reporting from downtown Atlanta, I'm Annalise Baker for FGTV.
All right, thank you very much, Annalise. Well, we continue our coverage on the new high-tech system designed to streamline the county's judicial system and save taxpayer dollars. We're talking about the Odyssey System. Last week, we talked to the Office of the Clerk of Superior Court. This week, we talked to Cicely Barber. She is the State Court Administrator. Cicely, good to see you on Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
Well, tell us, are you excited about this new case management system?
Yes, we're very excited about the new case management system from Tyler Technologies. The Odyssey system is a great system. We're already alive with our criminal cases, and we're looking forward to transitioning our cases, our civil cases, in October. I've been to conferences all over the United States, and everyone is talking about the Odyssey system. So we're excited to have this new system here within our courts.
And what exactly does the Odyssey system mean for state court, and how will it improve the public's experience with the court?
The new case management system improves our customer service with the court. in the sense that we have streamlined many of our business processes. We've already cut many of the redundancies we've had with our old case management system. And with this new web-based system, Odyssey, many of the calls that we get from our customers every day are for simple information like case numbers, when is my court date, and now all of this information can be soon accessed via the Odyssey system through the internet.
And then what are the court's expectations and goals with Odyssey?
The court's goals are to improve our business processes, to streamline all of our internal processes here with the court, and improve customer service. Our overall long-range goal is to become a paperless court. If we become a paperless court, that means that we'll allow electronic filing for all of our cases that are filed here in state and magistrate court, which will allow us to improve customer service and to get rid of the paper we have here in the court.
And Cecily, let me get your final thoughts.
The bottom line is the Odyssey system will greatly improve all services, not only for state and magistrate court, for all justice partners. We'll all be on the same system, so communication will exist across all justice system agencies and improve the customer experience both for litigants and all court end users.
All right, State Court Administrator Cecily Barber, great information. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Our next story should serve as a reminder, especially given all of the off and on thunderstorms that we've had in our region. We're talking about the Code Red notification. This notification system will alert you by phone, email, and text about disaster and emergency situations.
The system will alert residents about any emergency that's declared in Fulton County, which could include a hazardous materials situation, severe weather alerts, as well as child abductions, any law enforcement emergencies, also including any type of evacuations or mass casualty incidents.
You will only be notified if you are directly affected by the emergency. Individuals and businesses can sign up for Code Red by logging on to the county website at fultoncountyga.gov. Now click on the Code Red link on the right side of the screen. If you don't have access to the internet, you can call 404-730-7900 Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Learning reaches new heights for students attending an interactive summer camp in South Fulton. These 3rd to 6th graders are students of the Future Innovations Camp in South Fulton. The 6-week career readiness program teaches math, science, geometry, and engineering in fun and creative ways. The camp also includes science field trips.
I want them to be entrepreneurs. I want them to learn that they're creating these apps, but these are marketable tools. And if they understand how to market themselves, they also know how they're being marketed. So they become little entrepreneurs and motivated, and they are invested in their learning. And that takes on another facet when they're invested.
When I get a job, I want to be an engineer and build phones.
The camp is designed to cultivate early innovative and creative problem solving among youth. Another group of young people voiced their concern about everything from gang to drug trafficking. It was a part of a crime prevention summit for youth ages 12 to 17, sponsored by Fulton Justice Partners and youth commissioners called Be Heard.
The thing you have to do is you have to break a cycle. Once you speak up, you being heard, you are breaking the cycle around here.
V103 radio host Greg Street was the moderator. Justice Department figures show that youth between the ages of 11 to 21 are at high risk for involvement in violent activities, specifically gang and gun violence.
What we want to do is to let young people know that we are genuinely concerned about what is going on in their lives. We want to hear from them. We want to encourage them because we understand that as our parents left a legacy for us, it's up to us to leave a legacy for our children and to prepare them for leaving a legacy for the generation to come after them.
It's good for kids to stay out of trouble and people mentoring them so they can stay out of trouble and be on the right track to success.
The Fulton County Youth Commissioner program empowers young people to become more involved in the government process, particularly policies and procedures related to children and youth. And still to come on Fulton Today, a county commissioner gets a national appointment on a transportation committee. We'll tell you all about it in our district by district coverage next.
You're watching Fulton Today.
A Fulton County Commissioner joins a new National Transportation Committee, and a North Fulton community anticipates the construction of a brand new library. Here's this week's district by district coverage.
We begin in District 1 with Chairman John Eves' appointment to the National Freight Advisory Committee. The committee will focus on giving recommendations to the Department of Transportation on ways to improve freight transportation policies and programs. Chairman Eves believes that this committee will benefit Fulton County due to the high number of goods being transported through Georgia.
People don't think about it, but goods and products and cargo are transported through our road system, our rail system. Currently there's a very discombobulated system in place, or lack thereof. And so this advisory committee is coming together to develop a national policy.
The chairman said trucks carrying cargo add to traffic congestion and they impact air quality. He is one of 2 county officials added on the national committee. Each person will serve a 2-year term. In District 3, the city of Milton's first library is scheduled for construction in October. Residents of Milton got a chance to review the plans for the library last spring. The 25,000 square foot facility will be built on Dinsmore Farm, located on Mayfield Road and Charlotte Drive in Milton.
The design is very unique. The Milton community is a community that has recently been, is still an equestrian community with barns and farmhouses and silos, and all of those features are going to be part of the design of the library.
The community is excited about the new addition. During an informational session, citizens expressed saving oak trees, an old home, and barns that reside on the property. The library building will contain a screened-in porch, 125 parking spaces, and 80,000 books. Fulton County purchased the land for $1.1 million last year. This project is a part of the Atlanta Fulton Public Library's $275 million building program of 8 new libraries and 2 expanded libraries. In District 5, Miss Esther, a Kaumba storyteller, entertains youth at the Dogwood Branch Library. Not only does Miss Esther tell the children stories, but she encourages them to interact and educates the young readers on the importance of sharing stories.
Reading and hearing stories is a lost art, and it's up to you and me and storytellers to get that idea back into the world that we need to read, we need to write, and we need to talk. If we do not tell our stories, we die, they die, and history is lost forever.
The Kaumba storytelling session is a part of the Atlanta Fulton Public Library's summer reading program. To find out more about the library's summer reading program, log on to www.afpls.org. And finally, in District 7, plans are underway for the annual National Night Out celebration. Fulton County Police, along with other county departments and community partners, come together to address crime and drug prevention in South Fulton neighborhoods.
It allows the community to look at the law enforcement area, the sheriff, the police, the marshals, and also the fire, public safety individuals. Secondly, it gives opportunities for communities to talk to communities.
This year's celebration marks the 30th anniversary of the event. National Night Out will be held on August 6th along Old National Highway. With this week's district by district coverage, I'm Darrell Peak.
Thank you very much. And still to come on Fulton Today, a look at the services at the county's newest regional health center. 1 year later, stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Portions of the following segment are part of the Fulton County Common Ground Initiative. Common Ground, the county's comprehensive solution to the problem of health disparities in the community.
Well, we're keeping Fulton informed about the new health insurance marketplace opening in October. It is the focus of this week's Common Ground report. FGTV's Lynn Vaughn has the step-by-step instructions.
The first thing to do is to sit down at a computer, then go to the federal government's website that gives the details of the Affordable Health Care Act, as well as the new health insurance marketplace. The web address is healthcare.gov. Give it a click, and it will tell you how to get started. The insurance marketplace is that part of the plan where you get to choose health coverage that fits yours and your family's needs. When you fill out the application, you'll learn whether you can lower what you pay for premiums, lower your copay or upfront costs, or whether your family qualifies for free or low-cost coverage through Medicaid or the Children's Health Insurance Program called CHIP. And most people like the fact that under the Affordable Health Care Act, you cannot be turned down for coverage or charged more because you have an illness or medical condition. And women cannot be charged more than men.
Well, the health insurance marketplace will be a definite shift in the way that individuals, families, and small businesses can obtain health insurance. Each of the plans will have comprehensive coverages from payment for doctor visits, medications, and hospitalizations. And the good news is the information will be in plain language, so it will be easy to understand. Consumers will be able to compare prices, look at their budgets, and find what best fits their family health needs as well as their budgetary needs.
The Health Insurance Marketplace, or Health Exchange as it has been called, opens October 1st. Coverage could be in place by January 1st, 2014. The insurance plans in the marketplace are offered by private companies, but the marketplace is run by your state if it opted in, or by the federal government if not. Georgia chose not to take part, so in our state, you would use the healthcare.gov website to enroll. There's no convoluted language, and when you fill out that one application, you're able to compare prices, benefits, and the quality of the various plans. So if you need further assistance, just reach out to the Help Center online. There are phone numbers you can call, and there's a live chat available to answer your questions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In the newsroom, I'm Lynn Vaughn, FGTV.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Meanwhile, studies show that people who have health insurance get more preventive care, and people who get preventive care have better health outcomes. A study in Oregon looked at those receiving Medicaid, the federal government's health benefits program. Because those patients receive free preventative care, their illnesses are diagnosed earlier. They are more likely to have what's called a medical home, regular place of care. And they were less likely to experience financial strain because of catastrophic medical expenditures. Doctors say they're not surprised that having health insurance equals better health.
One of the worst outcomes that occurs from not having insurance is financial devastation. One of the leading causes of bankruptcy is people having to pay for hospital care or medical care out of their pockets, which in a sense, if you think about it, makes people more stressed and impoverished and makes their health outcomes even worse.
Again, the health insurance marketplace, offering various affordable plans, opens October 1st. Healthcare coverage will begin January 1st, 2014. And finally, in medical news, the Adamsville Regional Health Center is 1 year old, and the county is celebrating with a health fair, displays of police, fire, and cooperative extension services, and children's games and activities. The Library System's bookmobile will be there, as will Rocky the Reading Raccoon.
This center is really a state-of-the-art facility, and the old center had some years on it and had worn, and this gave us opportunity not only to get a brand new center with great services, but we actually were able to bring more services in, and now we have an integrated care center where you can come and get all services from primary care to behavioral health to dental and so on, and it goes on, and we really have been very excited about the success so far, and we look forward to expanding how many people we can see and understand that they really have a great asset here.
For an appointment in the primary care, dental, or behavioral health clinics at the center, or to get more information about the celebration, just call 404-613-4215 or check out the website. And still to come on Fulton Today, a look at a summer camp that's keeping some folks on their feet. Stay with us.
watching Fulton Today.
Well, some Fulton youngsters are literally leaping into their summer break. They are a part of the Bal Ethnic Dance Company's summer camp program. The young dancers learn to perfect their craft and also learn discipline through choreography and exercise. Instructors say these are life lessons that can help students in other areas of their lives.
I know that this translates to all of the learning styles. It takes them into school ready to learn, ready to be attentive, ready to focus. So it's a really powerful piece of work that we do in the summer. That is what's different. We're not just playing all day, although play has its place and we want kids to learn to be free and play, but we have structured activities and structured play.
And all that hard work does pay off, especially when dancers perform in top productions like Leopard Tales and the Urban Nutcracker. The Bal Ethnic Dance Company receives funding from Fulton County. And finally, another look at this year's National Black Arts Festival. The festival's latest exhibit, Sunshine and Shadow, is now at the Central Library. The title of the exhibit reflects the good and the not-so-good side of society. And with their paintbrushes, these artists told their own stories about freedoms and social injustices.
I want people naturally to gravitate towards my work and get a sense of, freedom, love, maybe a new way of thinking now, because we're so engulfed with negative genres this day and time.
The entire exhibit is strong. It's a very strong exhibit. I think it will probably be one that'll go down in history.
Sunshine and Shadow is on display until July 26th and is free and open to the public. There are a number of other events to celebrate this milestone 25th year of NBAF. You can visit nbaf.org to get more details. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to hear from you about the stories and programs right here on FGTV. Go to our website to take a survey, or you can email or call us. The number 404-612-8317. The email address is fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on twitter.com/FGTV, friend us on Facebook, and watch us on YouTube. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.